We are starting at an amazing company and organization that really gives back to the North Lawndale community. It's so important to have organizations like this. And I'm here with Brenda. You run Sweet Beginnings.
I do. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, tell us about Sweet Beginnings, what it's all about.
Well, Sweet Beginnings is exactly what the title is. We wanted to create jobs for people who've had a brush with the law and needed a chance to get back into the workforce. And so we wanted to create jobs that could give them a good first start after their return from incarceration. So we created a business with honey that's made right here in North Lawndale, and we have honey-infused skincare products as well, so that they can get a second chance.
And what I love about the company is not only is it about a second chance, which is so important, but these products are also awesome. So Neela, walk us through. You got you got the honey, you got the products, is this food I can eat? What the heck's going on here?
It's almost edible, but I prefer you to use the honey instead because it is natural and it's 100%
This
raw.
I can eat. This is important to qualify.
And it's really good because it's great for combating allergies this time of the season. But right now, we also use our raw honey to infuse in our skincare products, which also are very luxurious. We have a body cream, which is one of our most emollient. It's a great emulsifier for the skin. Also, we have a lip balm, which is a mango butter, shea butter.
Oh, this is lip balm season. I like that.
So then we also have a shower gel, which is a Castile soap based. It leaves the skin feeling so soft.
You guys could be on QVC. You guys are selling this stuff. Oh, look, you guys are doing a demonstration right here. This is crazy. Hold on, before we get too out, I gotta go over to Bob here. Here, let me spread this in on my hand. Now I can't do it with one hand. I got a microphone there. Spread that on in. Bob, great gifts for Valentine's Day, right?
Got gifts available for Valentine's Day. We pride ourselves on high quality products as well as developing jobs in the community.
Jobs in the community, and that's really what it's all about. I mean, and this is the other thing that we were talking about, Brenda. You guys are doing this all in house. There's bees in the back. I mean, they're down for the winter, right? How does that work?
They're sort of down for the winter, but they're still very much active. We're just waiting for the weather to warm up a little bit, but they're sort of hovering and holding tight. We say that the bees on the west side are no joke.
The bees on the west side are no joke.
They are holding it down.
But really, when you think about businesses and starting up that give people these second chances, these great opportunities, how did bees? Where did that idea come from?
Gosh, I wish it was the easy answer, but I think that it was just sort of meant to be. You know, that people, our bees are vulnerable, as we know. There's something called colony collapse disorder, and we've had to give real attention to that to our bees. They're responsible for 1/3 of our food supply, and people who are returning from incarceration are also equally vulnerable, and they need us as a community to wrap our arms around them and help them to reintegrate back to society.
Can I get an amen on that? Amen on that. That was incredible. All right, so we're exploring the whole North Lawndale community. We're gonna have some fun today, right?
We're gonna have a great time.
And Tanisha's gonna be our tour guide. We're gonna meet her in a bit, do some great weather reports. Oh, look at I already got the lotion all done. I'm ready for the day now, guys. We're gonna keep on exploring North Lawndale. We're now at the MLK Exhibit, which is a fascinating, beautiful place. Lexi, you're gonna tell us more about it in a second, but Tanisha, why did you pick this spot?
I picked this place because it's one of the best kept secrets in North Lawndale, but today, no longer.
No longer.
And I wanted to make certain that people got an opportunity to come here to experience MLK Exhibit Center.
Absolutely. It's a gorgeous space. It opened in 2012, right, Alexi?
Yes, absolutely, and we've been open here on the west side since then.
And why should people come and visit the area?
Well, actually, we're located right here on 1558 South Hamlin Avenue, which is on the west side of Chicago.
And it's a beautiful spot, and we got to talk about the things you can learn, because I think a lot of people know some general history about Dr. King, but there's some fascinating things. I look over at this picture right here, and here's Dr. King and his wife sitting on a couch, and that's actually in the building that used to stand here, right?
Absolutely. So once upon a time in the 1960s, Martin Luther King and his wife, Coretta Scott King, they took up residency and for about 6 months or so. And it was for protesting against housing inequality and redlining.
I know some general history of Dr. King, and I've studied and read a lot of things about him. I didn't know that he actually lived here for 6 months. That's really important and should be something that we should be proud of here in Chicago.
Absolutely, and also because it's on the west side of Chicago.
So why should people come visit? You guys are doing special things on Monday in honor of Dr. King for his day, right?
Absolutely. So on Monday, we're having an open house, which is going to take place from 11 o'clock to 2 p.m. And then also we're having a family engagement and art activity, which is also from 3 to 5 o'clock p.m.
That is wonderful news. Guys, all right, so we've got a little bit of history, and we were learning about exhibits. We're getting some culture here. We learned about great local businesses. But Tanisha, girl, we got to eat here in North Lawndale. Where are we going next?
Yes, we do. We're headed to Green Tomato.
All right, we're heading to Green Tomato in a little bit. And Tanisha, when you hear Alexi explain what's so great about the center, it just really exemplifies what's great about this neighborhood, right?
It absolutely does. And you have had the opportunity to see some of the great people that make up the neighborhood.
neighborhood.
And that's the important thing. I think so many times we just hear what we talk about what we see on TV in these neighborhoods, and we should be seeing more stuff like this, right?
Absolutely,
All right.
agreed.
All right. Now I'm hungry. Now we got to go eat. Okay.
too, me
We're exploring the North Lawndale community. We just saw inside the MLK exhibit, but this is the outside. They got this great photo. This is where the apartment building once stood. That Dr. King and his wife rented out for 6 months to protest unfair housing situations in Chicago. A really cool story. Hope you can check out the exhibit at some point. Tanisha's been my tour guide all morning long, and we got to eat, girl.
Yes, we do,
So
John.
we pitched the Green Tomato Cafe. And Alyssa, tell us about this space. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us here. Green Tomato Cafe is a community cafe right in the center of the North Lawndale neighborhood. It's part of the Lawndale Christian Health Center family of community services designed to help our community be just a little bit healthier and have some spaces to enjoy one another and build
And eat.
And eat, of course, absolutely.
I gotta say, the space is gorgeous. You got a fireplace, the plants, the vibe here is just really comfortable and really does promote that healthy aspect to it.
Yeah, you know, North Lawndale really is a really warm community, and we wanted to reflect that in the space, to bring a space that upheld the values of the community and really reflected them in the food and in our space.
All right, so I hate when I always put the food out and then I don't take any bites, but I'm about to. Tell me what I'm about to eat here.
Absolutely, this is one of our most popular breakfast items. It's called the 222 platter. So you got a bunch of stuff here, an omelet, we got grits, we got bacon, we got sausages. So that's one of our favorite breakfast platters, as well as we have bakery items made from scratch. So I'm gonna dig into this blueberry muffin.
All right, you eat the muffin, I'll have the coffee, even though I probably shouldn't have any more and eat some of this. Tanisha, what's your favorite thing to get here?
My favorite is the jerk chicken salad. I think it's a very popular one. I think I'm kind of addicted to it, so I have to watch myself.
I'm addicted to it. All right, well, let's wean her off that and get her on the 222. Thanks for showing us the place, Alyssa.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Green Tomato Cafe, our tour of North Lawndale continues in a bit. Well, what's goody in the hoodie? Tanisha, you saved one of the coolest places for last. We're at the Farm in Ogden, and look at this space. It's gorgeous here.
Yes, another great gym, and one of the newer ones in North Lawndale.
Yeah, you mentioned newer Rosario. You guys have been open since June. Tell us a little bit about Farm in Ogden.
Farm in Ogden. So we're a hub of Windy City Harvest. We're part of the Urban Agricultural Department of the Chicago Botanic Garden. So we want people to come here, hang out, shop for fresh vegetables. We accept all forms of federal payments. We also link match in the summer. So our goal is to get people to eat as many fresh vegetables as possible in the community. So we price everything very low on purpose. We also do cooking demos twice a week in the summer. We have a farm next door where high schoolers from the area, from the neighborhood, grow and sell the produce.
So they learn about where they're getting their produce from.
They do the whole shebang. They transplant, they seed, they water.
I can tell you're so passionate about this.
Yeah,
I
it's really,
love
really
it.
fun. They cook for each other, which is really great. So we're hiring currently for a couple growers for 3 of our youth farms and coordinators, and we're also hiring for our core program. We're looking for crew leaders.
Well, we got to see where the magic happens,
Yeah,
and we'll
let's
talk more about that in a bit. You lead the way because, guys, this place is awesome. But not only is this stuff, you go and lead us to the tilapia. First of all, Tanisha, how cool is this place?
It's really cool.
It's about to get cooler because here we are in the aquaponics sort of area, and we're going to see the tilapia, and you can see there's no dirt. So there's plants that are grown here, but they're not grown in dirt. So Rosario, explain how the heck and why we're looking at fish now. How the heck you guys grow these plants here?
All right. So this is tilapia. It is edible. We do plan to sell it frozen in the future, but the fish waste has a ton of nutrients. So in organic farming, we actually purchase liquefied fish, but this takes care of it for us. So the nutrients stay in the water. There's the filtration system over there that filters out the solids. But these beds right here are hydroponic beds. So this is growing in aerated shale.
That's so cool. And the fish nutrients, the waste from the nutrients from the waste is what fuels these plants.
Yeah, this is all nutrient-rich water. As you can tell, it's very clear. It's not, you can't really tell that there's fish waste in there. It's all nutrients. So those little babies over there are growing directly in water.
That's amazing.
This is an ancient method of growing that the Aztecs used to grow called chinampa. So we're replicating that.
Rosario, we could spend hours here, but we can't do it right now. It's the Farm in Ogden, and what a great tour of the whole neighborhood. How cool is this? It's just like 2 miles away from downtown. Awesome stuff. We're talking about North Lawndale neighborhood all morning long, getting the tour. And our tour guide today is Tanisha. How you doing?
I'm doing great, John. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. So this neighborhood is wonderful. You're from the area. Why should people visit the North Lawndale community?
People should visit North Lawndale because it's a great place, despite what people have heard. And when you go around town, as you have, you'll see many great places to visit. So we'll be going to Green Tomato, we'll be going to MLK Center, B-Love's Food Beginnings, and the Tower, which is where we are right now.
Yeah, so what is this tower? It is a pretty tall thing standing up here. We're just a
is.
little south of the Eisenhower. Tell us a little bit about it, or at least what you know.
Yeah, so it's a 14-story building that was a part of a 3 million square foot complex, or maybe 3.3 square foot.
That's okay. No one's writing down the notes.
Numbers. Right, but it was a very large complex where Sears and Roebuck was located. So this is one of the remaining buildings of the complex, and it's about 14 stories, and it has space for a number of different organizations in the community. And so there are, I think, maybe like 8 organizations. And the 14th floor, there is open space for rent.
Oh, really?
And it's a beautiful view of the skyline. So it's a great place to come and have parties, celebrations, whatever it is that you'd like to do to come and check out North Lawndale and celebrate. This would be the great place to do that.
What a wonderful idea. We saw the tall windows up there. What a great view that must provide of our city. And I love Tanisha, not only the organizer here and giving our tour guides. What are you, in real estate too, Tanisha? You're giving us all the whole rent here. How about I give you your weather forecast?
Excellent. Sounds
And you
great,
got a
John.
scarf. You're well prepared for today.
Yes.
Absolutely. So we got temperatures right now. Actually, Tanisha, we're at the warmest part of our day. We're in the low 30s right now. We're on 32, 33 degrees, but it's going to get cooler from here. Mostly cloudy skies with a mix of sun. By the time we get to the afternoon, we'll be at about 30. What do you think of 30? 30 okay with you?
It's not too bad.
30's not too bad. Well, it's about to get worse.
Right.
Monday morning, we're going to be waking up to temperatures in the single digits with wind chills as low as 10 or 15 below. I don't think that scarf's going to be enough for that, Tanisha.
I know. I need way more than that. A hat, scarf, and some heavier boots.
Heavier boots, so we all do, absolutely.